Hi there, welcome to another episode of Mothers in the Bible. My name is Tilopia Wobodu. And today we're going to be looking at a very interesting mom in the Bible, one of my favorites actually. Some people call her the first baby mama in the Bible, a slave who became a mother, not by choice. Let's see this mother's circumstances and how God responded to her. Her name is Hagar. Come with me. Genesis 16 verse 4. So Abraham had sexual relations with Hagar and she became pregnant. But when Hagar knew she was pregnant, she began to treat her mistress, Sarah, with contempt. Verse 6b. Then Sarai treated Hagar so harshly that she finally ran away. Verse 9. The angel of the Lord said to her, that is Hagar, return to your mistress and submit to her authority. Then he added, I will give you more descendants than you can count. God stepped in here to correct Hagar. This shows how much God respects authority. Read Numbers chapter 30, verse 10. You will understand what I'm talking about. Hagar's response to God here was profound. She simply says, you are the God who sees me. She did not argue. She did not try to explain. She simply yielded to God. Then Hagar went back, became a good girl till the birth of her child Ishmael. Let's read further. Genesis 21:8. When Isaac grew up and was about to be weaned, Abraham prepared a huge feast to celebrate the occasion. But Sarah saw Ishmael, the son of Abraham, and her Egyptian servant Hagar, making fun of her son Isaac. So she turned to Abraham and demanded, get rid of that slave woman and her son. He is not going to share the inheritance with my son Isaac. I won't have it. Verse 14. So Abraham got up early the next morning, prepared food and a container of water, and scratched them on Hagar's shoulders. Then he sent her away with their son, and she wandered aimlessly in the wilderness of Beersheba. What is your story? Can it be worse than this? This is the darkest place to be, aimlessly wandering in the wilderness. Not just alone, but with a preteen or maybe a teenager. No parents, no friends, no one to turn to. Feeling of rejection, the hurt, the pain, the anger, the bitterness. All that in the life of Hagar at this point. If this describes you, send us an email. Someone will get in touch with you. Almost immediately, someone will get in touch with you. Someone to pray with you. Someone to listen to you. Someone to talk with you as you pass through your wilderness. That person is waiting for your email. What did God do to Hagar at this point? Did he turn his back at her? Did he judge her? Let's read further. Genesis 21:15. When the water was gone, she put the boy in the shade of a bush. Then she went and sat down by herself, about 100 yards away. I don't want to watch the boy die, she said, as she burst into tears. She was helpless, hopeless. She started crying. Isn't this what we do as human beings? We cry when we don't know what to do. But we have a high priest who understands us. Verse 17 says, but God heard the boy crying, and the angel of God called to Hagar from heaven. Hagar, what's wrong? Do not be afraid. God has heard the boy crying as he lies there. Go to him and comfort him. But I will make a great nation from his descendants. Then God opened Hagar's eyes, and she saw a well full of water. I like this part. God stepped into the situation because he is faithful. He is matchless. He is mighty. And he turned things around for Hagar. God opened Hagar's eyes to see opportunities around her, to see the well full of water. Where was that well before God showed her? Why didn't she see the well before then? Because she was busy crying, looking inward instead of looking upwards. That is what happens when we're looking at our circumstances as it engulfs us. It blinds us from looking up to the God who sees us. Reading further, she quickly filled her water container and gave the boy a drink. And God was with the boy as he grew up in the wilderness. He became a skillful archer and he settled in the wilderness of Hagar. This is the story of love, of hope, of God's kindness towards us. It does not matter how many times we missed it. He says, "Why are you crying? Don't be afraid." Just as he told Hagar, he is saying it right now, sending out his words in love to us as he's doing right now. And as we saw in the text, even in the wilderness, the boy grew. He did not die as his mother thought it was going to happen. He even had skill. He had a job and he was settled. You're a single mom out there, crying under the burden of bearing it all alone. Why not allow God into your situation and watch him turn things around for you as he did for Hagar and her son? He settled them beautifully because he is a God who does not consult our past to feature in our present. Verse 21. His mother arranged for him to marry a woman from the land of Egypt. Why this? Why didn't she consider taking a wife for him from the land of his father, Abraham? Why a strange land? Could it be that she wanted a complete separation from Abraham? She didn't want to have anything to do with him, nor his people. Think about it. But here's my take on that. Let us not let the sins of the father affect our relationship or influence our decisions concerning our children. One person does not represent a whole tribe. As I always say, go back into the Word. Allow the Holy Spirit to teach you and share what you're learning in the comment section so we can all learn together. I'll see you again next week. Bye now.